1 to 2. She was my escort at the party, until she whispered, "My age isn't a problem, right?" The invitation sat glowing on my phone all afternoon, a gold-lettered promise of power and opportunity. A charity gala in downtown Chicago meant investors, executives, and eyes everywhere. Showing up alone felt like surrender, so I arranged professional company. The agency assured discretion and polish. When Elena stepped out of the car that evening, she looked effortless, poised, calm, perfectly dressed for a room designed to judge first impressions. Her confidence steadied me. Together, we entered beneath crystal lights, conversations pausing just long enough to notice her presence beside me. Inside, the ballroom hummed with quiet ambition. Elena blended seamlessly into conversations, laughing at the right moments, asking thoughtful questions, making people feel seen. I watched potential partners warm to me simply because she elevated the room. It felt less like performance and more like natural chemistry unfolding in real time. As the night deepened, the city skyline shimmered through towering windows. We stepped onto the balcony for air, escaping the buzz of voices. Elena's posture softened slightly, as if the spotlight had dimmed. For the first time, she seemed less like a polished escort and more like someone carrying unspoken thoughts. She leaned closer, her voice low and uncertain. "My age isn't a problem, right?" The question landed unexpectedly. Moments earlier, she commanded the ballroom with effortless grace. Now her eyes searched mine, vulnerable in a way that felt startlingly honest against the glittering backdrop of the city lights. I blinked, surprised by the sudden shift in tone. The gala noise faded behind us, replaced by the distant rhythm of traffic below. Her words weren't casual curiosity. They carried weight, like a fear rehearsed too many times. I sensed this wasn't about numbers, but perception and fragile expectations. Standing there, I realized how much of the evening had been performance, not just hers, but everyone's. Titles, wealth, charm, all carefully curated. Elena's question pierced that illusion. Beneath tailored suits and polished smiles, everyone carried insecurities, hidden behind confidence and carefully practiced social armor. The balcony suddenly felt quieter, more intimate than the crowded ballroom ever had. Elena waited, shoulders tense, as if my response might validate or unravel the composure she'd maintained all night. In that moment, the gala's importance faded. What remained was a simple human truth. Someone hoping acceptance outweighed judgment. I met her gaze and answered honestly, "No. Why would it be?" My voice sounded steadier than I felt. The tension in her shoulders eased a fraction, but uncertainty lingered. The city lights flickered across her face, revealing someone braced for disappointment more than reassurance. She exhaled slowly, fingers tightening around the balcony rail. "People assume things," she said. "When expectations crack, they don't always stay kind." Her tone wasn't bitter, just tired. Years of navigating judgment hid beneath those calm words, and suddenly the glamorous evening felt strangely small. I told her the truth. Confidence like hers didn't come from pretending to be younger. It came from experience. She studied my expression, searching for insincerity, then nodded faintly. The guarded edge in her eyes softened. For the first time, her smile felt unperformed, warm, and quietly grateful. When we returned inside, Elena carried herself differently, lighter, grounded. Conversations flowed naturally. She spoke about travel mishaps and unexpected career turns, drawing genuine laughter. People leaned in, captivated. It wasn't charm crafted for effect. It was authenticity, filling the room more powerfully than polished appearances ever could. An investor I'd hoped to impress lingered longer than expected, engaged by Eleanor's perspective. She navigated the exchange effortlessly, weaving humor with insight. Watching her, I realized success tonight wasn't built on image. It was built on presence. And presence, unlike appearances, couldn't be manufactured. The gala's rhythm continued around us, but something fundamental had shifted. Elena no longer seemed like hired elegance. She felt like a partner sharing the moment. That subtle change transformed every interaction. Our laughter came easier, conversations deeper, and the night felt less transactional, more unexpectedly human. Later, as the crowd thinned and the music softened, Elena thanked me quietly, not for the event or the compliments, but for listening without judgment. Her words carried relief. In a world obsessed with surface impressions, simple acceptance had become rare enough to feel extraordinary. Walking toward the exit, the glittering ballroom fading behind us, I understood the night differently. Deals might come and go, reputations rise and fall, but genuine connection lingered. Elena stepped into the city air with renewed confidence, not because anything changed, but because she no longer felt the need to hide.